Hey Jeep family, we're right between Easter Jeep Safari and Jeep Beach, and we've waited a little bit for some April Jeep news, but this month is absolutely packed. We're covering the new concepts from EJS, we've got new trims hitting dealerships, EVs in testing, possible return of the V8, and even a bombshell announcement from Ram. Oh, and Chrysler's turning 100. Let's get into it. Easter Jeep Safari. Every year Jeep designers and engineers head out to Moab and they showcase different technology, different concepts, different vehicles that potentially are items we might see on the showroom floor. Sometimes they put stuff out there and they hide features in plain sight that we, if you're not paying attention, might be teasers to what's coming next. Back in 24, I believe Easter Jeep Safari was one of the first places we saw the change for the 24 Jeep Grill. So what did we see this year that maybe piqued some interest? There's a few that stood out to me. One, just a fun one, the Retros 90 Wrangler. This thing was a major throwback from the 90s style decals with all the magenta colors, and even a car phone, if you will, mounted into the car. I tell my kids about that you didn't carry these things around. They were literally mounted in with antennas outside. I think that was nothing short of just some fun, and I liked it. Is there any reality of going back to that? Probably not. But it definitely, for people probably my age, it hit home, and I thought it was great. It was a great retro concept vehicle. Tons of fun. But some that really stood out to me that may be a reality, and we've been talking a lot about the Jeep Gladiator. How about the J6 Honcho? This two-door, long bed, over 6-foot bed, larger bed than you even get in a Gladiator now, built off of a four-door Wrangler platform, actually. This J6 Honcho, and it's not the first time we've seen the J6, this throwback to the 70s, back at Moab for Easter Jeep Safari. But man, this one looked really close. Like some of these things don't have the fit finish and they don't have like the I'm ready for production feel. This one did. And I'm not suggesting that they're going to go make a two-door Gladiator. I'm hoping they do. This one felt like it was it was further along the line than just a concept. Inside the vehicle, the dash was really clean. I get it had no radio in it, no screen, just your HVAC and gauges, just the basics that we'd have in this truck. Maybe a little more than that, but it looked really clean. I really liked it. I'm just curious if that was a real thing. Would you guys be a buyer? Now, I think if they slammed a Hemi into that, done. That'd be a game over. Let's go. Now, another one that stood out to me, and again, if you guys Google Easter Jeep Safari, we didn't do a video on the EJS specific concepts. I'm just highlighting a few because we got a lot to unpack here. But another one that stands out to me is the Convoy. Guys, this is the other Gladiator style. This was built off of a 2025 Gladiator Mojave platform. This has kind of got that military finish to it. You get the slanted front grille, again, back from the J trucks. This one, the canvas top, this one is awesome. Now, I personally would love to see the front end of this concept vehicle come to be real. Let's bring that to fruition. Let's make that the Gladiator. And again, make V8 an option in that Gladiator and that Convoy. I think it would be great. I was, on all of these concept vehicles, I was paying attention to the tops. And if you follow our previous Jeep news, we talk about how there's different tops and different hard tops, and there's been some patents out there that Jeep's been doing. So I was paying attention to see, are we going to see any of these are we going to be teased any of these tops? Some of these tops were different. They were one piece or whatever, but I think they were truly concepts. Nothing that I saw in these EJS concept vehicles stood out to me as like, hey, this might be a new hardtop. What are your guys' thoughts? And what was your favorite concept vehicle from Easter Jeep Safari? Leave us a comment below. Real quick, it's almost the end of the month, but let's talk about employee pricing. This will be a real quick one, guys, but Stellantis put out employee pricing for all. So that means whether you're an employee or not, you can go buy a Jeep at employee pricing. Now, that doesn't cover every Jeep. For example, the 392 is not fall under employee pricing, but most 24s and 25s and even Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram products do qualify for employee pricing. So if you are in the market, now may be the time. I actually did purchase a Grand Cherokee for a few reasons. You can follow our other content on that. But if you are going to purchase, I warn you, or I throw caution to the wind, that the employee pricing, well, it is great, and it is a really heavy hitter on a few of the Dodge products. On some of the Jeep vehicles, the incentives at hand will give you a larger discount than the employee pricing. So when you're pricing it out, it can get confusing if you're looking online. So I highly suggest reaching out to your dealer and find out what makes the most sense to you. Shameless plug. Reach out to Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They support our Jeeps on the Run group in a tremendous way, which we're going to talk about real briefly in a second. But they'll help you out, and they'll certainly help you understand what makes the most sense. Employee pricing, the rebates, and they'll make sure you get the best deal. But don't get caught up in employee pricing. While it is a great incentive, some of the current incentives can outweigh what the employee pricing is. So just keep that in mind. But now may be the time to buy. So let's talk about the V8. Kniskis is back. We're going to talk about Ram in a second. All we've been hearing is the word V8 lately, right? Since Tavares left, everything is getting turned up. The word in quotes I've read a million times, the word V8 is no longer a bad word in Stellantis. Guys, that's great news. Here's what I love about it is give us the freedom to choose. Now, I know that's the marketing ploy for employee pricing, but in my head, let's make that the marketing ploy for EV, PHEV, gas, V8. Give us the freedom to choose. And I think we're on that track. I really do. You know, if you look at Chevy, right? You want to buy the Chevy Equinox in gas? Buy in gas. You want to buy an EV? Buy an EV. You know, and the Wrangler's that way too, right? You want a plug-in hybrid Wrangler? Buy a plug-in. You want a gas? Buy a gas. But the Charger isn't, right? The Charger is, well, it's coming. You're going to get a 6-cylinder. Rumor is we're going to get a V8. Is there anything truly confirmed out there? No, there's a bunch of, leaks of various things, whether they're actual going to hit the market. We don't know. If I was a betting man, I'd say yes, but there's nothing confirmed. From the Jeep lineup, my second Grand Cherokee I ever owned was a Grand Cherokee 5.9 limited edition V8. This at the time was known as the world's fastest SUV. This was the grandfather to SRT. For me, this is the Jeep that slipped away. I should have never sold it. There have been leaks that there is a new Trackhawk coming in the current, well, it would be the 26 body style, so which is going to be the refresh for the Grand Cherokee, which you've probably seen leaks on the refresh for the Grand Cherokee, mid-cycle refresh. That's a whole other conversation, but that's coming. But there is leaks of a Trackhawk, right? You can see the dual exhaust, you can see the larger brakes, you can see a little bit of the body molding that's going to set it off. If they bring the Trackhawk back, oh my gosh. Now I know right now the Wagoneer S is the world's fastest Jeep ever, but I'm maybe because I cut my teeth on that 5.9, like if they brought the Trackhawk back, that'd be awesome. I had the opportunity to drive a Trackhawk back when they were hot. I think that was 18. When they first came out, took my daughter to a daddy-daughter dance in one, and I don't know who had more fun, her or me, but guys, I think the V8's coming back in more than just the Rams. As we teased it last month, now it's official. Well, it was official then, but it wasn't, I guess, announced. People were still trying to find it. But the new trim brings rugged, overland-ready features to the Grand Wagoneer. Off-road tires, roof racks, different transfer cases, whole bunch of goodies. Again, you can check out last month's Jeep news about this, but check out the limited edition Grand Wagoneer. This edition is if you are truly going to overland and you really are going to take that Grand Wagoneer off-road, check it out. Pretty cool. Speaking of Grand Wagoneer, a 4xe Grand Wagoneer has been spotted. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's actually the 4xe or if it's going to be the same platform in the Ram Charger, which we talked about around the Chicago Auto Show. The Ram Charger is this electric-driven vehicle with a V6 motor on board that is a generator. Sounds ridiculous. I actually think it's pretty genius. 99% of the time, you're going to drive it as electric. You're on that long road trip, you keep going because you got a generator on board and all you got to do is fill up and put gas in it. Range anxiety is 0 because all you need is another gas station. Awesome, awesome feature. There is talk of it. There was even a spy picture out there of this in a Grand Wagoneer. So I think they've teased this before. We've been talking about this for a while. I think we're getting closer and closer to this becoming a reality. And I think, honestly, I think it's great. I think they should do it. This platform is such cool technology. You know, in 15, 20 years from now, maybe we'll laugh at it all. But like I always keep saying, what we're buying right now is technology. You know, these hybrid vehicles, battery vehicles, and I don't care what brand it is. We're all learning, and all this technology is going to get better and better and better. It's like buying a cell phone, right? 3 years later, you got all new features, and it's better. I think this is going to be the same with the automotive industry for a little while until we figure out, or maybe this is the new thing because we're so tech driven in our automobiles right now. But I think it's so much good stuff to come. All right, let's talk about Ram because this is a big one. Tim Kuniskis just announced that in the next 18 months, there is going to be 25 new Ram products. Now, I'm a little skeptical. I know Tim is on the gas. I get it. And I man, there's no one better in my opinion, right? But 25 new products. So is this going to be, you know, one Ram with 3 different motors? So that's three products. Will this be a night edition? So that's a product. So I'm not saying that there's not good stuff coming. 25 is a hefty number. So I got to imagine some of these are going to be appearance packages or just a different motor. Again, not a bad thing. 25 new products is awesome. I'm really excited to see where this Ram TRX thing goes. There was even rumor talking about the Ram TRX being a numbers matching, a VIN matching, which means if you ordered one of these, maybe it's a Hellcat version or they're going to put the red eye engine. If you order one of these and you already had a previous, let's say you have a previous Demon, you could do a VIN match to it, so add your collection sort of thing. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But Ram is on the gas. We know Ram's getting the Hemi back. Guys, Ram, again, as a TRX owner, I previously owned Chevys. I would own one again in a second. Chevy's great, don't get me wrong. But I am a huge Ram fan, and I think they've done a great job. And I think you watch them light this thing up even more. So this all starts June 8th. So let's stay touched to see what this means. Does this mean the new mid-size ones coming back? Does this mean new commercial trucks? Does this mean EVs? Does this mean Ram Charger? I don't know. But let's stay tuned. Let's keep our finger on the pulse with Ram. So happy birthday to Chrysler. Chrysler hits 100 years. Now I get it, Chrysler's been a little sleepy, but let's think about what Chrysler's done to the auto industry. They've shaped a ton of what we are today, from minivans to muscle cars to luxury sedans. Chrysler has really put a lot of these cars on the map. They just have, and you can't deny it. But what is to come? Chrysler teased about a car lineup perhaps coming back. They've also been teasing about this Halcyon. Now, the Halcyon we've talked about numerous times. We've talked about the Chicago Auto Show. The Halcyon, rumor is that this is going to come to real life. Now, let's be realistic. We know the one we saw at the Chicago Auto Show that they drove in with an Xbox controller is likely not going to be the production model. But anything close to it would be pretty cool. Tons of neat, again, technology in this car. And it'd be really interesting to see what Chrysler does. Chrysler's got to put something together soon, in my opinion. I still am a true believer that Jeep Wagoneer S should have been the Chrysler Airflow. Again, both great products, but the Jeep isn't trail rated. The Jeep's luxury. The Jeep is everything that a Chrysler customer would want. So I'm still kind of surprised they didn't put that under the Chrysler nameplate. Again, my opinion. Christine Fuel, CEO of Chrysler, again, is the one teasing us about this Halcyon coming to market. So let's watch what's to come. Again, I think just a few cars will really wake that brand up. And if maybe they'll put the cars back in the market. You know, cars in general have fallen off. The Chevy Malibu, great car. Don't sell a ton of them. I mean, if you really think about when it comes to a true sedan, there's not many out there. We're all crossovers and SUVs and There's not many just true sedans anymore. So maybe Chrysler will bring that line back. So before we go, if you are a subscriber and you've lasted this long and you're a Jeeps on the Run member, you're about to get an inside hint on something that we're doing this December. So for the past 12 years, 13 years, we have done a Toys for Tots event. We have donated over $2 million, $2.5 million to Toys for Tots on top of other local charities. What our Jeep Club has done is nothing short of amazing. We are going on year 6 with the Ray Auto Group. The Ray Auto Group has now donated 6 vehicles for us to raffle off. And when I say donated, I mean, here's the keys. This is yours. You owe us nothing. We hope it does you well. That is incredible. This year, nothing else short of amazing. So let me show you what we're doing. This year, the Ray Auto Group and the Scarpelli family are donating a Nighthawk Edition Gladiator in the 41 color. Guys, we will be raffling off this brand new 2025 Gladiator in the 1941 color this December. If you follow our channel and follow our Facebook feed, we will be sharing how you get your tickets. Here's the coolest part. 100% of every dollar spent on tickets will come back to support Toys for Tots. It will come back to support our community. This event is absolutely huge. Check us out. Just Google Jeeps on the Run, Toys for Tots. This is an event you've got to be part of. Let all your friends know. It's amazing. And truly, someone's going to win this Jeep. Don't believe it? Check out our videos on this channel. We watch every vehicle that we've given away free and clear. So guys, what are you guys most excited for? The return of the V8, maybe an updated Gladiator, maybe it's the 4xe Wagoneer. Whatever it is, drop a comment below. Let us know what you think of the Jeep news this month, and we'll see you on the next video.